Local webcasting for a worldwide audience.
You're listening to Radio Lewes, where the music matters, and welcome to Guess the Year. I'm Ben Fuller. As always, I've got a given year in history. I've got music, most of it chart stuff, and trivia, things that were going on. And as always, we start with the music.
Superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition, that girl's gonna make me fall. She's into new sensations, new kicks in the candlelight. She's got new addictions for every day and night. She'll make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She'll make you live her crazy life, or she'll take away your pain like a bullet to your brain. Upside, inside out, she's living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down, living la vida loca. Her lips are devil red and her skin's the color mocha. She will wear you out, living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. She's living la vida loca. Woke up in New York City in a funky cheap hotel. She took my heart and she took my money. She must have slipped me a sleeping pill. She never drinks the water, makes you order French champagne. Once you've had a taste of her, you'll never be the same. It should make you go insane. Upside, inside out, she's living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down, living la vida loca. Her lips are devil red and her skin's the color mocha. She will wear you out, living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. She's living la vida loca. She'll make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She'll make you live her crazy life, or she'll take away your pain like a bullet to your brain. Come on! Upside, inside out, she's living la vida loca. She'll push and pull you down, living la vida loca. Her lips are devil red and her skin's the color mocha. She will wear you out, living la vida loca. Living la vida loca. She's living la vida loca.
Living La Vida Loca from Ricky Martin. Okay, we start in January as usual. And January saw Vauxhall launch a facelifted Vectra to improve its disappointing ride and build quality. On the 1st of January, the euro currency is launched, but Britain's Labour government reportedly has no plans to introduce the currency here, preferring to stick to pound sterling instead. And on the 30th of January, England national football team manager Glenn Hoddle causes controversy when he gives an interview to the Times newspaper in which he suggests that people born with disabilities are paying for sins in a previous life. Where do you get ideas like that? More music.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5. One, in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna be a buzz like I had last week. I must stay deep, plus talking cheap. I like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they're getting sweeter. So what can I do? I really bag you, my lord. To me, flirting is just like a sport. Anything fly, it's all good. Let me jump in, please sing in the trumpet. A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita's all I need, a little bit of Tina's what I see, a little bit of Sandra in the sun, a little bit of Mary all night long, a little bit of Jessica, here I am, a little bit of you makes me your man. Mambo number 5. Jump up and down and move it all around. Shake your hand to the sound, put your hands on the ground. Take one step left and one step right. One to the front and one to the side. Clap your hands once and clap your hands twice. And if it looks like this, then you're doing it. A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita's all I need, a little bit of Tina's what I see, a little bit of Sandra in the sun, a little bit of Mary all night long, a little bit of Jessica, here I am, a little bit of you makes me your man. Trumpet. Mambo number 5. A little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit of Erica by my side, a little bit of Rita's all I need, a little bit of Tina's what I see, a little bit of Sandra in the sun, a little bit of Mary all night long, a little bit of Jessica, here I am, a little bit of you makes me your man. I do all to fall in love with a girl like you. You can't run, you can't hide, you and me gonna touch the sky. Mambo number 5.
Lou Bega and Mambo number 5. I haven't heard that in a very long time. Okay, we're into February. On the 2nd of February, the Football Association dismisses Glenn Hoddle as England manager due to the controversy sparked by his comments about disabled people. On the 12th of February, scientists at the Rowett Research Institute in Aberdeen reinforce warnings that genetically modified food may be damaging to the human body. On the 22nd of February, Harold Shipman, the Hyde GP accused of murdering 8 female patients the previous year, is charged with a further 7 murders. And on the 24th of February, the report of the murder of Black London teenager Stephen Lawrence, who was stabbed to death 6 years previously, condemns London's police force as institutionally racist, as well as condemning its officers for fundamental errors. This is not a happy year at the minute, is it? Let's have some more music to cheer us up.
Who thought they were pretty smart, but you've got being right down to an art. You think you're a genius, you drive me up the wall. You're regular, original, know-it-all. Oh, you think you're special. Oh, you think you're something else. Okay, so you're a rocket scientist. That don't impress me much. So you got the brains, but have you got the touch? Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're all that don't impress me much. Yeah, yeah. I never knew a guy who carried a mirror in his pocket and a comb up his sleeve, just in case, and all that extra whole gel in your hair ought to lock it, 'cause heaven forbid it should fall out of place. Oh, you think you're special? Oh, you think it's something else? Okay, so you're Brad Pitt. That don't impress me much. So you got the looks, but have you got the touch? Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. That don't impress me much. You're one of those guys who likes to shine his machine. You maybe take off my shoes before you let me get in. I can't believe you kiss your car goodnight. Now come on, baby, tell me, you must be joking, right? Oh, you think it's something special? Oh, you think it's something else? Okay, so you got a car. That don't impress me much. So you got the moves, but have you got the touch? Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm in the middle of the night. That don't impress me much. That don't impress me. Oh no, you think you're cool, but have you got the touch? Now don't get me wrong, yeah, I think you're alright, but that won't keep me warm on the long, cold, lonely nights. That don't impress me much. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so what do you think, you're Elvis or something? Whatever. That don't impress me.
That don't impress me much from Shania Twain. Okay, March. And the 2nd of March, sadly, saw the death of Dusty Springfield at the age of 59 at Henley-on-Thames after a 5-year battle against breast cancer. And on the 7th of March, American-born film director Stanley Kubrick died in his home in St Albans, Herefordshire, of a heart attack, aged 70, 5 days after completing his final film, Eyes Wide Shut. And on the 21st of March, comedian Ernie Wise, who formed one half of the Morecambe and Wise comedy double act from 1941 to 1984, dies of a heart attack, aged 73, in Wrexham in Buckinghamshire. It's still not a happy year, is it, folks? On the 24th of March, Ross Kemp, who has achieved TV stardom with his role of Grant Mitchell on EastEnders, signs a £1 million deal with ITV, meaning that he will leave EastEnders in the autumn after nearly 10 years. On the 26th of March, a total of £2 billion in compensation is paid to 100,000 former miners who are suffering from lung disease after years of working in British coalfields. And on the 29th of March, the family of James Hanratty, one of the last men to be executed in Britain for the A6 murder 37 years previously, are given the right to appeal against his conviction by the Criminal Cases Review Commission. I can't believe I'm playing Christina Aguilera.
Of lonely nights, waiting for someone to release me. You're licking your lips and blowing kisses my way, but that don't mean I'm gonna give it away, baby, baby, baby. Oh, my body's saying let's go. Oh, but my heart is saying no. If you wanna be with me, baby, me the right way. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on and let me out. My body's saying let's go, but my heart is saying no. If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. If you wanna be with me, I can make your wish come true. You gotta make a big impression. Gotta like what you do. If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. You gotta let me know. If you wanna be with me, make your wish come true. Just come and set me free, baby. I'll be with you. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on and let me out.
And was the aforementioned Miss Aguilera with Genie in a Bottle. Okay, April. Vauxhall launches its Zafira, a compact MPV which makes use of the Astra hatchback chassis. On the 1st of April, a minimum wage is introduced throughout the UK, set at £3.60 an hour for workers over 21 and £3 for workers under 21. Anthony Sorwinick, 78, becomes the first person convicted of Second World War crimes in a British court when he is sentenced to life imprisonment for the murder of 18 Jews in his native Belarus. He has lived in Britain since 1947. On the 14th of April, Edgar Pierce, the so-called Mardi Gras bomber, is convicted of a series of bombings and is sentenced to 21 years in jail. On the 17th of April, a bomb explodes in Brixton, South London, and injures 45 people. On the 24th, a second bomb explosion in Brick Lane, East London, injures a further 13 people. On the 26th, TV presenter Jill Dando, aged 37, dies after being shot on the doorstep of her Fulham home. And on the 30th, a third bomb in London explodes at the Admiral Duncan pub in Old Compton Street, Soho, London, the centre of the London gay scene, killing 2 people, including a pregnant woman, and injuring over 30. David Copeland, a 23-year-old Farnborough man, is arrested hours later in connection with the 3 explosions. We got music now from the Venga Boys.
This is
boom, boom, boom from the Venga Boys. Okay, we're into May. David Copeland appears in court on the 3rd of May, charged with the recent bombings in London. On the 6th of May, the Scottish Parliament, the first Scottish parliamentary elections and the first National Assembly elections in Wales take place. On the 19th of May, probably the last colliery horse to work underground in a British coal mine is retired. Robbie at Pantygassig Drift Mine near Pontypoot. On the 21st of May, Jill Dando is buried in her hometown of Weston-super-Mare. On the 26th, Manchester United come back to beat Bayern Munich in the final to become the first team in English history to win the treble, Premier League, FA Cup and Champions League. And on the 31st of May, the Princess Royal opens a new Midland Metro tram service in the West Midlands, which runs on the 15-mile route mostly consisting of former railway lines between Birmingham and Wolverhampton. We got music now from The Offspring.
Montag, lieben, glauben, globen.
And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
You know it's kinda hard just to get along today. Our subject isn't cool, but he fakes it anyway. He may not have a clue and he may not have style, but everything he lacks, well, he makes up in denial. So don't debate, play us straight. You know he really doesn't get it anyway. Gotta play that feel and keep it real. For you, no way, for you, no way. So if you don't break, just overcompensate. At least you know you can always go on Ricky Lake. The world needs wannabes. Hey, hey, do that brand new thing.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby.
And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly.
For a white
He
guy.
needs some cool tunes, not just any will suffice. But they didn't have ice cubes, so he bought vanilla ice. Now cruising in his Pinto, he sees homies as he passed. But if he looks twice, they're gonna kick his lily ass. So don't debate, play us straight. You know he really doesn't get it anyway. Gotta play that feel and keep it real. For you, no way, for you, no way. So if you don't break, just overcompensate. At least you know you can always go on regulate. The world loves wannabes. Hey, hey, do that brand new thing. Now he's getting a tattoo, yeah, he's getting ink done. He asked for a 13, but they drew a 31. Friends say he's trying too hard, and he's not quite hip. But in his own mind, he's the dopest rap.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6.
So don't debate, play us straight. You know he really doesn't get it anyway. Gotta play that feel and keep it real. For you, no way, for you, no way. So if you don't break, just overcompensate. At least you know you can always go on regulate. The world needs wannabes. The world loves a wannabes. Let's get some more wannabes. Hey, hey, do that brand new thing.
That's another one I haven't heard for a very long time. Pretty fly for a white guy. Okay, June. And it's a busy month, but a lot of it's boring election stuff. So we'll start on the 12th with the Queen's birthday honours are announced, and they include a knighthood for the Manchester United manager Alex Ferguson and the ITV newsreader Trevor McDonald. On the 16th of June, David Such, better known as Screaming Lord Such, the founder of the official monster raving loony party, is found hanged in his home in Harrow. He was 58. On the 18th of June, police clash with protesters at a demonstration against capitalism in London. On the 19th of June, the marriage of Prince Edward and Sophie Rhys-Jones takes place at St George's Chapel, Windsor. Prior to the marriage, his mother, the Queen, made him Earl of Wessex and Viscount Severn. On the 22nd of June, Patrick McGee is released from prison under the Good Friday Agreement, 14 years into his life sentence for the Provisional Irish Republican Army bombing of the Grand Hotel in Brighton, which killed 5 people during the Conservative Party conference. And on the 23rd of June, fears about the future of Rover Group's London Bridge plant in Birmingham are calmed by the news that owner BMW is to invest £2.5 billion in the plant. On the 26th of June, the Millennium Stadium, National Sports Stadium for Wales, is opened in Cardiff. And on the 30th, Manchester United announced they will not compete in the FA Cup in the forthcoming football season, so they can concentrate on their participation in the FIFA World Cup Championship in Brazil at the start of the next year. You're listening to Radio Lewes, where the music matters. This is Guess the Year.
Keep breathing, nice and even. Last 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tom and Harriet in the news.
Hi, my name is what? My name is my name is Slim Shady. Hi, my name is my name is what? My name is Slim Shady. Hi, my name is what? Excuse me. My name is Slim Shady. Can I have the attention of the class for 1 second? My name is Slim Shady. Hi, kids. Do you like Primus? Wanna see me stick 9-inch nails to each one of my eyelids? Wanna copy me and do exactly like I did? Try to get messed up worse than my life is? My brain's dead weight. I'm trying to get my head straight, but I can't figure out which Spice Girl I want to impregnate. And Dr. Dre said,
Slim Shady, you a basic. Why's your face red? Man, you wasted.
Well, since age 12, I felt like a caged elf who stayed to himself in one space chasing his tail. Got ticked off and ripped Pamela Lee's lips off, kissed him and said, I ain't know silicone was supposed to be this soft. I'm about to pass out and crash and fall in the grass faster than a fat man who sat down too fast. Come here, lady. Shady, wait a minute. That's my girl, dawg. I don't give a damn. Dre sent me to take the world off. Hi, my name is what? My name is my name is Slim Shady. Hi, my name is my name is what? My name is Slim Shady. Hi, my name is what? My name is my name is Slim Shady. Hi, my name is my name is what? My name is Slim Shady. My English teacher wanted to flunk me in junior high. Damn. Thanks a lot. Next semester I'll be 35. I smacked him in his face with an eraser, chased him with a stapler, and told him to change the grade on the paper. Now, walked in a strip club, had my jacket zipped up, served the bartender, and walked out with a tip cup. Extraterrestrial, running over pedestrians in a spaceship while they're screaming at me. Let's just be friends! 99% of my life I was lied to. I just found out my mom does more than I do. I told her I'd grow up to be a famous rapper, make a record about doing to name it after. Here, Mom. You know you blew up when the women rush your stands and try to touch your hands like some screaming Usher fans. This guy at White Castle asked for my autograph, so I signed it. Dear Dave, thanks for the support. Hi, my name is my name is my name is Slim Shady. Hi, my name is what? My name is my name is Slim Shady. Hi, my name is my name is my name is Slim Shady. Hi, my name is what? My name is my name is Slim Shady. Stop the tape. This kid needs to be locked away. Get him! Dr. Dre, don't just stand there, operate. I'm not ready to leave. It's too scary to die. I'll have to be carried inside the cemetery and buried alive. Am I coming or going? I can barely decide. I just drank a fifth of Kool-Aid. Go ahead. All my life I was very deprived. I ain't had a woman in years, and my palms are too hairy to hide. Whoops. Clothes ripped like the Incredible Hulk. I spit when I talk. I anything that walks. When I was little, I used to get so hungry I would throw fits. How you gonna breastfeed me, Mom? You ain't got no... I lay awake and strap myself in the bed with a bulletproof vest on and tap myself in the head till I'm steaming mad. And by the way, when you see my dad, ask him if he bought a porno mag and see my ad. Hi, my name is what? My name is my name is Slim Shady. Hi, my name is my name is what? My name is Slim Shady. Hi, my name is my name is my name is Slim Shady. Hi, my name is my name is my name is Slim Shady.
And that was Eminem with My Name Is. Okay, we're into July, and not a great deal's going on. On the 4th of July, rogue trader Nick Leeson returns home to England from Singapore nearly 4 years after he was jailed there after his illegal dealings led to the collapse of Barings Bank, with losses of £850 million. On the 5th of July, Chelsea pay a club record of $10 million, one of the highest fees paid by an English club, for the Blackburn Rovers striker Chris Sutton. And on the 9th of July, Neil Kinnock, who was Labour leader from 1983 to 1992 while they were in opposition, is appointed Vice President of the European Commission. We got music now from Lenny Kravitz.
I wish that I could fly into the sky so very high, just like a dragonfly. I'd fly above the trees, over the seas, in all degrees, to anywhere I please. Oh, I want to get away, I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to get away, I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go and see the stars, the Milky Way, or even Mars, where it could just be ours. Let's fade into the sun, let your spirit fly, we'll be our one, just for a little fun. Oh, oh, oh yeah. I want to get away, I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to get away, I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta get away, get away. Girl, I gotta get away, get away. Oh, oh, oh yeah. I want to get away, I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I want to get away, I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta get away. I want to get away, I want to get away. I want to get away, I want to get away. Yeah. I want to get away, I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Girl, I gotta get away. I want to get away, I want to get away. I want to get away, I want to get away. Yeah. I want to get away, I want to fly away. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Fly Away there from Lenny Kravitz, and we're into August. On the 4th of August, George Robertson is appointed as Secretary General of NATO, and the JJB Stadium opens in Wigan to serve the town's football and rugby teams. On the 9th of August, Charles Kennedy is elected leader of the Liberal Democrats, and on the 11th of August, the solar eclipse attracts the attention of 350 million people across Europe. And it says here, with Cornwall being the only region in Britain to experience totality. Well, I remember that eclipse. I was in New Haven, and I'm pretty sure it was total there as well. And on the 22nd of August, Norfolk farmer Tony Martin, age 54, is charged with the murder of 16-year-old burglar who was shot dead at his home. He also charged with wounding a 29-year-old man who was also present at the time of the burglary. Music now from TLC.
A scrub is a guy that thinks he's fly and is also known as a buster. Always talking about what he wants and just sits on his broke ass. So, no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time, and no, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Checking me, but his game is kinda weak, and I know that he cannot approach me. Cause I'm looking like class and he's looking like trash. Can't get with a deadbeat ass. So, no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time. No, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. You don't have a car and you're walking. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. If you live at home with your mama. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. If you have a shorty that you don't show love. Oh yes, son, I'm talking to you. Wanna get with me with no money? Oh no, I don't want no scrub. No scrub. No, no. Scrub. No, 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 no. No, no. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
If you can't spatially expand my horizons, then it leaves you in a class with scrubs, never rising. I don't find it surprising if you don't have the G's to please me and bounce from here to the coast of overseas. So, let me give you something to think about. Inundate your mind with intentions to turn you out. Don't forget to focus on the picture in front of me. Do it clear as DVD on digital TV screens. Satisfy my appetite with something spectacular. Check your vernacular, and then I get back to ya with diamond-like precision. Insatiable is what I envision. Can't detect acquisition from your friend's expedition. Mr. Big Willie, if you really wanna know, ask Chili. Could I be a silly hoe? Not really. T-bars and all my senoritas and stepping on your felines, but you don't hit me though.
No, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. No scrub.
That was TLC with No Scrubs. Okay, September. And Rover launches the 25 and 45 models, and Nissan launches a facelifted Primera to be built by Nissan Motor Manufacturing UK. On the 5th of September, Bobby Robson, the 66-year-old former England manager, is appointed as Newcastle United's new manager. He's nearly 30 years older than his predecessor, Rud Gillett. We've got some more by-election nonsense. You don't want to know about that. On the 24th of September, the Royal Bank of Scotland launches a hostile takeover bid for the NatWest Bank. The 27th, the Midland Bank adopts the name of its owner, HSBC, marking an end of the Midland Bank name after 163 years. And on the 27th of September, the Kosovo Train for Life aid train arrives in Kosovo after a 4,500 kilometre journey from the UK. We got music now from Will Smith.
West, Desperado, Rough Rider. No, you don't want nada. None of this. Six gunning this, brother running this. Buffalo Soldier. Look, it's like I told you. Any damsel that save distress, be out of that dress when she meet Jim West. Rough neck, so go check the law on the vibe. Watch your step, reflex, and get a hole in your side. Swallow your pride. Don't let your lip react. You don't want to see my hand where my hip be at. With Artemis from the start of this, running the game. James West, taming the West. So remember the name. Now who you gonna call? Not the GB. Now who you gonna call? If you ever riff with either one of us, break out before you get bum rushed at the Wild Wild West. When I roll into the Wild Wild West. When I stroll into the Wild Wild West. When I bounce into the Wild Wild West. Cisco, Cisco. Once upon a time in the West, madman lost his damn mind in the West. Love less, kidnapper down, nothing less. Now I must put his behind to the test. Then through the shadows, in the saddle, ready for battle. Bring all your poison, and kind of poison. Behind my back, all that ripping you did. Front and center, now where you lip at, kid? Who that is? A mean brother, bound for your health. Looking damn good, though, if I can say it myself. Told me Loveless is a madman, but I don't fear that. He got mad weapons too, ain't trying to hear that. Trying to bring down me, the champion. When y'all clowns gon' see that it can't be done. Understand me, son, I'm the slickest they is. I'm the quickest they is. Did I say I'm the slickest they is? So if you barking up the wrong tree, we coming. Don't be starting nothing. Me and my partner gonna test your chest, Loveless. Can't stand the heat to get out the wild, wild, wild west. When I roll into the wild, wild west. When I stroll into the wild, wild west. When I bounce into the wild, wild west. We're going straight to the wild, wild west. We're going straight to the wild, wild west.
Will Smith and Wild Wild West. Okay, October. The 1st of October sees the Rugby World Cup begin at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. On the 5th, the Ladbroke Grove train crash claims the lives of 31 people when two trains collide at Ladbroke Grove Junction, 2 miles west of Paddington Station. Many more people are being treated in hospital for injuries. And Harold Shipman goes on trial at Preston Crown Court, accused of murdering 15 female patients who died in the Greater Manchester area. On the 16th of October, 26 players are sent off in Premier League and Football League matches on the same day, the most dismissals on the same day in 111 years of league football in England. On the 19th of October, Tracy Emin exhibits My Bed at the Tate Gallery. It's one of the shortlisted works for the Turner Prize. And on the 20th of October, sales of Rover cars are reported to have fallen by 30% this year. More music now.
Tequila, it makes me happy. Oh, come tequila, it feels fine. Come tequila when the doors are open, and come tequila when the call is time.
Tequila there from Terrorvision. Now, November and December are quite short, so I'm going to amalgamate them. On the 11th of November, the House of Lords Act removes most hereditary peers from the House of Lords. Those no longer sitting in the Lords are now eligible to vote in elections for the House of Commons. On the 12th of November, former glam rock singer Gary Glitter, 54, is jailed for 4 months at Bristol Crown Court for downloading child pornography. On the 17th, England qualify for the UEFA Euros with a 2-1 aggregate win over Scotland in the qualifying playoff round. And on the 30th of November, BAE Systems is formed by merger of British Aerospace and Marconi Electronic Systems. In December, the launch of the European Space Agency's XMM Newton satellite on the 10th. Information from the satellite is processed at the University of Leicester. And on the 30th, former Beatle George Harrison suffers minor stab wounds after being attacked by an intruder at Friar Park, his mansion near Henley-on-Thames in Oxford. We got more music now. Sing It Back from Moloko. Now, some of the movies you would have seen at the time: Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I still think it's a stupid title. The Sixth Sense, Toy Story 2, The Matrix, Tarzan, The Mummy, Notting Hill, The World Is Not Enough, American Beauty, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, American Pie, October Sky, and South Park Bigger, Longer and Uncut. I'm not going to do the technology because it's all either too complicated or too boring, but just to give it away for you, the 31st of December saw Millennium celebrations held across the country, including the official opening of the Millennium Dome and the unveiling of the London Eye in London. Yes, if you haven't guessed it already, it's 1999. You've been listening to Guess the Year here on Radio Lewes, where the music matters. My name's Ben Fuller. Thank you so much for listening. I'm going to leave you with Jamiroquai and Canned Heat. Till next time, stay safe. Ta-da.
I'm sorry, I must have time to think. I'll have to be previous,
You know this boogie is for real. I used to put my faith in worship, but then a chance to get to heaven slam. I used to worry about the future, but then I threw my caution to the wind. I had no reason to be carefree, no, until I took a trip to the other side of town. You know I heard that boogie rhythm. Hey, I had no choice but to get down, dance. Woo. Nothing left for me to do but dance. All these bad times I'm going through, just dance. Got candy in my ears tonight, baby. Ooh, I feel the thunder, see the lightning. I know this anger's heaven sent, so I've got to hang out on my hang-ups. 'Cause on the boogie I feel so hell-bent. Hey, it's just an instant gut reaction that I get. I know I've never ever felt like this before. I don't know what to do, but then that's nothing new. Stuck between hell and high water, I need a cure to make it through. Hey, dancing, nothing left for me to do but dance. All these bad times I'm going through, just dance. Hey, got candy in my ears tonight, baby. You know I got candy in my ears. You know this boogie is for real. Only the wind can know the answers. It's a cries to me when I'm asleep. She says you know that you can go much faster. Another paper's talking real so cheap. Hey, you got this voodoo child ingrained on me. I'm gonna use my power to sing. You know I've got this band of hits to use. Such a there's no way I lose. I was born to rock and built to love. You see my feet, so fast dancing. Hey, nothing left for me to do but dance. All these bad times I'm going through, just dance. Hey, got candy in my ears tonight, baby. Hey, DJ, let the music play. Let the music play, dance. Party life. I wanna let this party life. DJ, blow my cares away. Let the music play, yeah. Party life. I wanna live this hair life. DJ, let the music I wanna live this hair life. Party life. I wanna live this hair life. DJ, blow my cares away. I wanna live once to go in life. When you know this boogie is for real. Got so much candy in my ears. Gonna dance my blues away tonight. Woo! You know this boogie is for real. Got so much candy in my ears.
Radio Lewes. Local community webcasting.